Welcome and thank you for always joining us. We are looking at quadratic graphs, and the first part of the question reads, complete the following table for the function y is equal to x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 9 for us to secure 2 marks. We have the values of x between -2 and +5. Then we have x cubed here. We have minus 5x squared here. We have positive 2x here, and lastly we have 9. Remember, we are supposed to use the values of x to get the values of y, but since the table has been split, we can use individual components to compute the values in the table. For example, when x is -2, then x cubed is going to be -8. Then if we have 2x here and the value of x is -1, then 2 times -1 you'll get -2 here. And if we have the value of x is +2, then we are going to have -2 multiplied by x squared, and x is 2, and this one is going to give us the value of minus 5x squared. Here will be 8, and when x is 4, the value of minus 5x squared at this point will be -80. This one will be -80. And when the value of x is +5, minus 5x squared at this point will be 125 negative. From there now we can be able to compute the values of y. We add from these points coming downwards. If you take -8 plus -20 plus -4 plus 9, you get -23. Then we have -8.7. If you take -1 plus -5 plus -2 plus 9, you get +1. We already have 9, 7. If you take +8, we usually add from here downwards. If you take +8 minus 20 plus 4 plus 9, this one will give us 1, because this is like 8 plus 4 plus 9, which is 21 minus 20, which is +1. Then from 27 downwards up to 9, this one is going to give us -3. Then 64 minus 80 plus 8 plus 9, this one will give us +1. And 25 plus minus 20, 125 plus minus 125 will give us a 0, such that we remain with 10 plus 9 giving us 19. After getting the table, remember we usually plot. We are going to plot x against y for us to get our curve. If you look at the highest value, of y to downwards from the origin, we have -23, and upwards we have 19. And the highest value of x to the right of 0 is +5, and to the left of 0 is -2. So we can use a scale of 1 centimeter. So in that regard, we are going to have our graph as follows. Assuming the value we have here, this is our origin. We are going to have 1 centimeter representing 1 unit. This one is going to be 3, 4, 5, then -1, -2, -3, -4. Then on the y-axis, this is x-axis. Then this one will be our y-axis. We are going to use a scale of 5 centimeters. That is 1 centimeter to represent 5 units. This one is going to be +5, 10, 15, and 20. Then we have -5, -10, -15, -20, and -25. Since the highest value we have, this is -25. We can go up to around -30, but the highest value we have is -23. Now we can do our plotting, but before we plot, we can quote our scale. That is on x-axis, 1 centimeter, which is 1 box, represents 1 unit. And on the y-axis, we have used 1 box, which is 1 centimeter, to represent 5 units. Having quoted our scale, we can now move and do our plotting. When the value of x is -2, here, the value of y is -23. -2, we have -23. This is 20, 21, 22, 23 at this point. When the value of x is -1.5, it is 8.7 negative. -1.5 is here. We are going to have 8.7. So we have -1.5. Then we have, this is 5, 6, 7, 8. 8.5 is here. And when x is -1, y is +1. When x is -1, y is +1 at this point here. And when x is this is our origin here. When x is 0, when x is 0, y is 9. 9 is here. And when x is +1, it is 7. Y is 7. +1, y is 7 at this point here. When x is 2 positive, when x is +2, y is 1. +2, y is 1 at this point here. And when x is +3, it is -3. +3 is here. -3 is here. And when x is +4, y is 1. +4, y is 1 at this point. And when x is +5, y is 19. Y is 19. +5, y is 19. 19 is at this point here. Once we have done that, now we can join all these points. We can join all the plotted points. Come and join all these points as follows. That gives us all our plotted points. We have joined all of them. And again, it's very necessary that after drawing your curve, you label your curve. And in this case, the name of our curve is going to be equal to y being equal to x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 9. And by so doing, now you have your full marks on plotting, labeling of that particular, drawing that smooth curve there, and also naming your curve. Having done that, we now move to part C. Using the graph, estimate the roots of the equation x cubed minus 5x squared plus 2x plus 9 is equal to 0 between x is 2 positive and x is positive 3. For us to do that, we are going to come to part C here. Part C, we are supposed to estimate the value of x between x is 2 and x is 3. We are basically going to pick where this particular curve intersects with the y-axis so that we can be able to read the value of x at that point. And if you look at this clearly, the value of x is around 2.15. That is 2.15. Of course, we are going to have an error of plus or minus 0.1. And by so doing, now we have solved that particular part very well. We go to part D. And part D, we are told, using the same axis, draw the graph of y is equals to 4 minus 4x and estimate a solution to this particular curve. Remember, it is the main curve, subtract this one, that you are going to get y, y is equals to 4. You get y is equals to 4 minus 4x. Right away, that is a straight line. We make a table having x and y. We can assume the value of x to be 0. Then the value of y is going to be 4. And when the value of x is negative 1, this one is going to be equal to 8. Then we use these points to draw our line. When x is 0, y is 4 at this point. And when x is negative 1, y is 8. Negative 1, y is 8 at this point here. So from there now we draw a line joining these 2 points. After drawing our line, we just label it as y is equals to 4 minus 4x before we can use it to solve or get the value of x at this point. And for us to get the solution, we are going to look at where this particular line intersects with the curve. Then we draw a broken line towards the x-axis to show how that particular point was obtained. And in this case now, at this particular point, if you come down here, you are going to get the value of x at around negative 0.5. Negative 0.5. There is that allowance of plus or minus 0.1. Within that range, you are accurate. Thank you for watching and welcome to our discussions. And in case you are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two. You click the subscribe button so that anytime we publish a video like this, you will automatically be given a notification. Thank you and welcome.